What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, June 1st, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. Hope everybody's doing outstanding. Hope your week's going well. We got that moon here in Scorpio. It's going to make some squares to Mars. It's coming off the South Node conjunction, but it is Jupiter North Node conjunct exact today in Taurus. So definitely a lot going on in the polarities of Scorpio and Taurus. Let's check it out. Check it out. Well, that moon's going to square Mars from Scorpio. I mean, this is definitely igniting a lot of passionate energy. We could be finding ourselves in a mix between so much depth of feeling and feeling as though it has to come out somewhere. So we have to put that energy somewhere. I don't think we want to keep our energy boxed up. I think that's a recipe for some kind of explosion in our life. So emotion has to go somewhere. We got to put it into hopefully things that bring, more quality into our life, happiness, a lot of that Leo and Taurus energy with this great conjunction that's happening between the North Node and Jupiter. This doesn't happen very often, right? That you get these two coming together. So big deal when it comes to value in our life. And I think we have all these big emotional desires and we want things right now. And it's okay to want things today. And it's okay to want things in life in general. But we do have to, in a sense, like sun's coming off Aldebaran, like we got to be a general in our life here and put our energy into creative outlets that are going to grow something, build something, provide security, provide substance. We also have to believe in these things. We have to mix our beliefs and our actions so that things aren't bubbling up. If we're just going to conceal everything today, whether it's aggression, anger, feeling like, oh, that's not, beautiful, harmonious, all these things, it's just a recipe for it's going to come out eventually. So we got to express ourselves and try to figure out the best way to express ourselves to get a quality product, to get quality product out of wherever we're at in our life. So that's kind of the big push today, I would say. And then the moon's also going to trine over to Saturn that just came to 7 degrees of Pisces. So I think that that's helping us stay grounded in essence. Even though Saturn's in Pisces, it's coming to 7 degrees, which is a very spiritual degree and a very spiritual sign. So again, it's the spiritual maturity, spiritual integrity, to where we can have this depth of feeling, we can have this desire, this passion that's building in life. And even Venus is building up its opposition to Pluto. So there's a lot of desire and passion and want for quality, for relationship, for beauty, for harmony. The only way we get closer to anything that we feel like is out of alignment is through action. And I do think today provides action, and we got to stay on it, stay dedicated, and keep building, keep growing, keep learning, keep experiencing. Very important. But how we do it, the level of maturity that we attack life with today is very crucial, I think, because I feel like on one side, it can put us right back into a karmic loop, but it could also be resolving a lot of karmic situations in our life at the same time, so that we are building and creating more quality within ourselves and more quality within everything that we're doing and building and creating, and more stability and comfort. But a lot of it feels like the foundation is just getting, jackhammered out. So there's this level of uncomfortability that is just present because in a way we're going into an unknown, but at the same time we have to believe that we do know, and hold that at a high standard of quality. That could get us through any harsh times, but there's definitely tension all over the place. Venus and the Sun have been in the longest drawn out semi-square ever. I mean, they're literally pacing each other right now in a semi-square, going the same speed basically. And Venus is just going to keep slowing down. So it's it is just there's such a weird, almost hidden dynamic in life to finding this base that feels good and comfortable. Feels like we're taking care of ourselves, taking care of others, nurturing, communicating, expressing. But there's this level that's underneath here that's just are we just letting everything go? Have we been bypassing situations? This is where things can be a volcano sort of effect. if we've been bypassing too long. Like we're getting to a point where can't hold in this, certain energy anymore. And even the moon in quincunx to the sun in Gemini, it's just another odd feeling where I think we're having to go deeper and deeper into our emotions to start to get things in the proper alignment and to get things properly organized within ourselves, so that whatever can come out or be expressed or learned can find its avenue in hopefully the least destructive way possible. Because I think that's where we're at too, is nothing has to be as destructive as you may imagine it to be. There's like this higher mature essence that is trying to bring better quality. There's just different ways to handle situations now. Maybe that's just through our own understandings, our own learnings in life, where we're reaching different points to, get what we want, but through different avenues that hopefully are letting us put our true self out there in a way that feels good and expressive and deep, So very, very deep, very emotional day. A lot could be bubbling up. If you're feeling some kind of aggression today, don't beat yourself up over it. You don't have to try and, I guess, understand it so well. Like, just try to consolidate and put emotion in order. The mind will catch up. Mercury's getting closer and closer to Uranus. Like, we're about to get revealed something very insightful for our future about whatever this quality is that we're all trying to obtain and work towards and, build in life. So we're right there. And Jupiter North Node, this new cycle is definitely a big one. It's not easy to go towards the North Node. It really isn't. So we have to really, I think, consciously believe and put effort in to the broader picture of what we really want to make real, what we really want to have that's good, of like everything that we want to own, every quality that we want to own within ourselves. Maybe it's just purely like integrity based, purely self-confident based, all these different levels, like finding we're really finding out a lot about ourselves right now. We don't want to, put that on people or attack people emotionally because we're feeling attacked emotionally, whether it's by someone else or by the world or by some circumstance that shows up. So that level of maturity can save the day. And I think really bring a lot of compassion and understanding and depth and quality of depth into our life today too. But, it's don't be shocked if something pisses you off today, or if somebody comes at you sideways because they're pissed off. Like there's a little bit of aggression that can easily be formed today, and that's because of something that we're passionate about, that we're not liberating ourselves to fully express and go into what we're passionate about and to build and create what we're passionate about. So people can, I feel like, take that energy out in ways that, obviously, as somebody who I guess is a spiritually mature person, who I would assume you are, everybody here is, probably not the best way to go about things, but it happens, right? So I think that's where all within our own, self, it's having some compassion, some understanding. People are going through situations in life based on their own quality of life right now, and we're going through that based on our own quality of life right now. But if we can put that energy into creation and not into destruction, we will see some really positive outcomes and just some overall better feelings and better understandings, and kind of shift a lot of energy around that needs to get transmuted or transformed in some way, shape, or form. So hope you all have a great Thursday. Happy June. Lots going on this month. Pluto's going to ingress back into Capricorn. Saturn's going to go direct. Saturn's going to station retrograde in Pisces. I think Neptune stations right at the end of the month. So yeah, there's a lot going on in June. We can almost maybe feel that so deeply that it's like, can feel very, very intense. We don't want to let intensity get the best of us, but how do we channel that into something constructive, right? something positive, something abundant. Jupiter North Node, Taurus. What do the cards have to say for today? Three of Cups in reverse. I don't know, maybe there's certain situations around people or some kind of a gossip, or maybe people rub us the wrong way, get under our skin a little bit, hit us in a emotionally vulnerable place. I don't know. With the astrology, it's like, look, we got to kind of draw boundaries too, but at the same time, we got to like have some compassion and bigger understanding that, like, look, if someone's going, wild in life, like, we just have to have some compassion. There's gonna be some leveling out, but I don't know. It could be some interesting emotional exchanges between people today, I would say. Eight of Swords in reverse. Whatever does show up, it is kind of like releasing something today at the same time. It's activating an energy that I think could be getting us out of any stuck situation. Maybe because something just has to be said, or something has to be done, or just something maybe clicks so that we take some of the bindings off in our life. So, there's something, people are just at a place where I feel like people just aren't going to do whatever their quality of life is. If they're not getting it, they're ready to kind of say enough's enough, So we're probably going to flip something in our minds today or very soon, for anything that's going to take the binding away that we probably created in our own, psychology, so that we can move more freely. And the moon reverse. Yeah, emotions are just going to be a mess today. I feel like we got to kind of tone down the sensitivity a little bit, and that's going to be difficult. I feel like it's going to be a challenge. And I feel like the more we also try to suppress and hide things, the more it's just going to rear its head up. So it's a very interesting day. Hopefully we can all figure this out in the best way possible for ourselves, without, just going into full volcano mode or dealing with volcano mode from someone else. But we also have to be able to, Pluto's still here in Aquarius. Like, anytime we can be a little bit non-attached or not get so defensive, or, kind of take emotion out of it, which still isn't an easy thing to do, we'll probably see things from a better vantage point, which will give us a better outlet for our energy and what we're trying to create, what's making us happy, what we want, what we desire. But there's gonna be an emotional something today. We're all gonna feel it one way or another. Hopefully we can deal with it well and use it for better. Use it for better quality, better purpose, a better belief, more confidence. All these positive Jupiter aspects that we're trying to go towards with the North Node here. But it could be easy to get sucked away from what is really beautiful and what is really of quality, because gosh, the volcano's exploding, and that is just pure chaos and destruction. It doesn't have to always be that way, of course. I'm sure plenty of people won't have a chaotic or destructive day, but there could be some emotion that shows up. But it's trying to have us channel energy and to not suppress energy. So don't suppress it. We got to use it, but what are you putting it into? That's the important question today. All right. I love you all very much. Have a great Thursday, and I'll see you all mañana. Peace.